The lights are now going on. 3, 4, 5 lights on now. And the lights are out. It looks like a good start from Bolly. Shane is not alongside, and Damiano has the perfect start, and that's an Alfa Romeo. 1-2 immediately after the start. Shane going into the back of Damiano momentarily, as Blackbox already has a 3-second time penalty. It says yellow sector 1, and that looks like Boggle who made a mistake. But it's a good start from Bolly, who heads into the lead of the race. And looking behind, it's pretty close between Milan and Blackbox. Milan trying to go around the outside of Blackbox, can't make the move work. The Haas of Luke going around the outside of Sven, not making the move stick. As Jerry van Bussel is already up into P16 from the back of the grid. So a good start from the McLaren driver as he downs down the inside of Jars with the soft tires. So Jerry on the soft, Jars on the mediums, as Jars goes a bit wide. There's a little bit of contact between Mika and Jars as they make more contact. Jars is out on the gravel trap. Looking at the wing of Shane. He does not have the DRS. Now, Yagizan tries to make a move on Shane. He goes for the inside. Can Shane go for the switchback? Shane goes for the switchback on the Ferrari driver. Might Davey be able to make the move on Yagizan now? No, he can't. He stays behind the Ferrari driver. Black box not far behind as well. But now, remember, Shane going a bit wide as well. Remember that all of them have the DRS. No, Davey hitting the back of Blackbox. Hitting the back of Yagizan. Blackbox taking 5th place. Davey, hopefully for him, he does not have damage, but he broke a little bit too late. Hit the rear of Yagizan and is now in P14. Yagizan is trying to make the move on Shane and moves himself up into the podium places. Yagizan moving up into P3 as Shane tries to make the move again on Yagizan. Can't make the move work. Yagizan going a bit wide though. Can he now use the ERS chain to get back at Yagizan? I think Yagizan is a bit too far in front. Milan is gaining behind Blackbox as well. Can't make the move as of yet as Davey now moves past Julian. Julian on the mediums, Davey on the softs. As Milan tries to go for the inside on Blackbox, it doesn't work though. Well, has that put Blackbox out of shape towards the hairpin? Blackbox does have the DRS, and Milan can't make a move as of yet. Stays behind the Red Bull driver a little bit longer, but Blackbox goes wide. Milan cuts back, he makes contact with Blackbox, and still Milan behind Blackbox, and now even behind Noah Jones as he lost control of his Williams car. And that looked like his own fault to me, as Henry now made a spin on the mediums. He is now in P16. Now, Davey is pushing the ERS. He's trying to make the move on Janssen. Davey on the softs. Janssen on the mediums. He's alongside Janssen now. Janssen behind. He has the outside line into turn 1. Can he hang on around the outside? No, he can't. Davey making the overtake on the Williams driver here in lap 10. Can Noah Jones now push a little bit of his ERS to go for a move on Blackbox? Blackbox does not push as much ERS as Noah Jones is pushing, and Noah Jones now alongside and into P5. Airs Des, a few cars now into the pit lane. Blackbox now into P6 as Noah Jones is into P5. And now Luke is behind Davey. Davey is on the left hand side. Into the right hander they go. They are still alongside. Davey on the outside. Can he make a move around the outside of Luke? Yes, he can. What a great move by Davey, who puts himself up into P16. Kaya behind Mika. Mika is blinking with the ERS. Does not have a lot of ERS left as well. Now Kaya, can he get back at the McLaren driver, which overtook him last lap? Now he's pushing a little bit of his ERS. He's using a DRS. Goes to the left hand side and now makes the move on Mika. Can Mika cut back though? Oh, Kaya loses his car. Kaya loses his Alpine and now has been overtaken by Fruitful as well. So Mika into P4. Will Bolly be ahead after the pit stop phase? So it's only the medium runners who have to pit. The guys who started on the mediums. Now, Bolly in the slipstream using the DRS and moves ahead of Kaya, and he is well ahead of his teammates Damiano after the pit stops. Bolly nearly overtook Fruitful, who moved up into the podium positions, but is still behind the AlphaTauri driver as Fruitful goes a bit wide on his old mediums. Can Bolly now make a move on the Honda driver? He's alongside. Fruitful is on the outside, and now Bolly has overtaken Fruitful, but now Damiano overtakes Fruitful as well. So both Alfa Romeo cars getting past the AlphaTauri. Julian will have an uphill battle in this race from P10 as he's soon going to overtake Blackbox. Julian is not even pushing his ERS. Now he is pushing his ERS and it activates the DRS to move alongside and ahead of the Red Bull driver. Julian into P9. Yagizan once again tries to make a move on the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin does not have any ERS left whatsoever. Again, as Janssen gets us 3-second time penalty. Again, now Yagizan make a move on the main straight. Shane is defending towards the inside, just like Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Shane now is relegated down towards 4th position and almost is overtaken by Noah Jones, as Noah Jones and Davey are having a battle of their own. The two teammates for Mercedes now battling, as Noah Jones still in front of Davey. Julian on the softs, looking past Kaya, has retired from the race. He has retired at turn 2 and it's a safety car. In lap 28, a safety car. Will Bolly or Damiano will go for the pit stop? Bolly will go into the pit lane. Damiano will go into the pit lane. So this is an interesting move by Damiano. Will the train of cars catch up to Damiano in time? I think they will. Yagizan will head in the pit lane though. Shane does as well. Noah Jones as well. Davey continues on because his teammate is in the pit lane. Our championship leader, Jerry, is in P11, not scoring any points whatsoever. Is Damiano. What has happened to Damiano? Did he make a mistake? Did he spin under the safety car? Damiano is now in P13. What happened to him? We'll wait for the cars to go again. Bolly has gone and Davey is in P2 and Luke, and there was a bit of position exchanging going on before the ending of the safety car, but Julian straight up into P3 overtakes Luke on the main straight and is already into the podium paying positions, and he overtakes Davey straight away as well. He is now behind the Alfa Romeo immediately after the restart, so he is into P2 from being eliminated in Q1. Can he make the move on the Alfa Romeo now as well? No, he can't. Fruitful gets a 3-second time penalty. And looking behind, Luke overtaken by Janssen as well, and overtaken by Shane, overtaken by Yagizan, and he's overtaken left, right and center on those old mediums, and that certainly means the same for Bolly then in just a few moments time, is if his tires can't get the grip that he needs to keep the soft runners at bay. Jerry moves himself up into P8, overtaking Luke as well. Now overtaking Noah Jones. No, he can't make the overtake work on Noah Jones. The Red Bull now overtakes Luke as well. So Luke down towards in P10 now, and immediately overtaken by Damiano as well. So Luke falling down the order massively here, overtaken by Burrell. He's in P12. And looking in front, Shane and Yagizan, even after the safety car, are real close to one another, and they are at their part close to Luke. Yagizan is trying to make the move on Luke. He is side by side going into turn 1, but looking for the lead of the race. Julian has spun around. He makes contact with Bolly at turn 1, and that is horrible for Julian, who is out of the points and out of the race. Bolly keeps the lead of the race, but at what cost? Did they make contact by a mistake of Bolly, or was it just a wrong move from Julian? Now Shane overtakes Janssen. Shane into P4 momentarily. Janssen still in P5. Jerry van Bussel has made his way up into P6. The championship leader tries to go for the dive bomb on Janssen. And can he make it work? No, he can't. He's in P6 still. Can he make now the move on Janssen with his older softs into the double right-hander? Yes, he can, but there is a Mercedes on the inside of Noah Jones. And he gets squeezed, the McLaren. And both drivers not having enough ERS. And now making the dive bomb, Jerry van Bussel. The Mercedes is on the outside. And Black Box behind them as well. Can now Jerry van Bussel make the move around the outside of the Mercedes and the Williams? Yes, he does. He moves his way up into P5, Jerry van Bussel. But can now Noah Jones get back at him? It's 4 wide almost going onto the main straight. It's a Red Bull of Black Box trying to make the move on Jerry van Bussel, and he's around the outside and ahead of the McLaren. The McLaren spins round. Damiano into P7, and it's Jerry van Bussel also spun around at turn 1, as Yagizan now is into P2 on the final lap of this race. He's behind Bolly, has overtaken Davy on this final lap. Can Yagizan go for the lead of the race? Will go on board with the Ferrari driver, as it all is now going loose in this final lap of this race. It's an awesome event happening here in the final lap, but it's not a good thing for Jerry van Bussel. And Janssen is also out of the race. He's in P12 now, so he's out of the points. And Fruitful into the points making decisions. Luke still out of the points. And Yagizan has 12%, 16% of ERS left. Bolly on his old medium tires. Looks like he is going to win this race on the track. Can Yagizan go for one final move on the Alfa Romeo driver? It does not look like he has the pace to overtake Bolly. On the main straight, Bolly wins his first race in TFL after an amazing final lap. Black Box is in P6. He almost overtook the Aston Martin and Shane on track, and it was an awesome final lap to end the race with here. But Bolly came out on top.